All right, so let me just make sure that this is all working correctly. This is my first time. Perfect, okay. Good morning, well, it's kind of good afternoon, family. So this is Emily with Claim Brilliance, and today I had somebody call me and ask me if I was still doing Claim Brilliance and what was going on, and they haven't heard from me lately and they haven't seen me lately, and so today I wanted to fiddle around with this training and Facebook. So hopefully you guys are watching this and can see it. So let's start. This is so exciting. So I did a training with my mentor. Gonna give credit to where credit is due. This is just something that he provided for me, and I found a lot of value, and I wanted to spread the word. So it came from Kirk Duncan. If you want to YouTube him, he is amazing. He is my mentor, and he shared this with me, and I'm super, super excited to share this with you. So let's get started. Your Worth by Claim Brilliance. Okay, so I have a diagram that I drew up for you guys, and this is what my training is. So how you view yourself is really, really important. So let's talk about this. This is the order in which it should go. First, you value your opinion of yourself, which dictates your mood as well as your attitude, your self-worth, self-image, and self-esteem. So this is separate from your performance, and your performance will dictate your results. So 95 to 98% of human beings actually get this wrong. If we have a high opinion, oop, that was the wrong thing to move. If I have a high opinion of myself, then my performance could go up or down, and my results, depending on my performance, would go up or down. But what usually happens is, I blocked this off because behind here is this. Oh, let me make sure I can do this. Bear with me. Okay, so what usually happens is we have our results, and our results, whether high or low, will dictate our opinion of ourself. So let's say okay, I'm going to use me as an example, okay? So last year, you know, if you know me, you know that I homeschool. Well, last year was a joke. It was a total joke. I'm not even going to put anything, give any excuses or anything. It was just a joke. So my results were really, really down, like really, really down. And so because of that, if I allowed my results of being a homeschool mom to dictate how my self-worth and my self-image and my self-esteem and what I felt like I was worth, my opinion of myself, then that would be really down because my results were really down, and because my performance was really down. You know, we did have some things happen. We moved clear across country. We sold everything we had and we moved clear across country. And then amongst that, we had the loss of our fur baby, and we had COVID and the chaos that went along with that. And then it just kind of spiraled into this great big snowball of disaster as far as my homeschool year went. So my performance was really down, and it just was. And because my performance was down, my results were way, 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 way. They were like down here, right? And so because my results were down, if I did what I usually do, my results will dictate. It's just a vicious cycle. Do you see how this is a super vicious cycle, and it gets low, right? Like we go for a goal and we don't achieve that goal. Say you're trying to run a marathon in an hour. Okay, say that that's your goal, but you don't make it in an hour, but you make it in 2 hours and 57 minutes. So you make it just right before your time is up because you have 3 minutes or 3 hours to run a half marathon. So you're running a half marathon and you want to do it in an hour, but you don't. You do it in just under 3 hours. So your results were down, which could and probably would, because you didn't hit your goal, your self-worth would go down. You would beat yourself up because your performance was low, and because your performance was low, your results are low. I hope that this makes a whole lot of sense. And so you go for another goal and say that your goal is to talk to 10 people about your new business that you start. And you're super excited. This is what happens. You get super excited and you're just going to go for the gold. Okay. So you're super excited. You put in a lot of effort, a lot of time, some phone calls, you make flyers, your performance is way up. But then what happens? Your results could stay low. You know, as I myself am creating Claim Brilliance, and it is a slow start. Like I have some mentees and I have done a couple of webinars and I have my YouTube channel and I have these things happening to me, but my results, I'm not going to lie, my results are pretty low considering, you know, I'm trying and I'm doing and I'm putting myself out there. My results are really low. They're a lot lower than what I want them to be. And so because my results are low, I could either separate what I know to be true, which is I still have something to share. Somebody out there is going to find me and find what I have to share, and it could take off, you know? And so it's my job, and it's your job to, no matter what you do, to keep your attitude high, to not let your results dictate your self-worth. Okay, I'm gonna move this back. To not let your results dictate your self-worth. Because look at how amazing this is, okay? If they are separate, then your mood and your attitude could stay high, should stay high. Now, life happens and sometimes we don't have a high attitude and we get down on ourselves and stuff. It's just, it is what it is, and it happens all the time. But if you keep your self-worth separate from your results, and you know you have a passion and you know you have a mission to go out and serve others to find their greatness, this is my mission, to help others, to serve others in a capacity that they themselves will be able to find value within themselves and to go out and change the world. That is my mission, to help serve others to achieve their missions in life. That's my goal. That's why, you know, I haven't been on, which I didn't realize how long it had been, but I got a phone call saying, hey, So what's going on with Claim Brilliance? I haven't seen anything lately. And truth be told, I've actually been preparing for homeschool because, like I said, last year was a joke. So I've been studying up on, I've been studying up on my books, and I have been gathering my curriculum, and I have my school, it's upside down. I have my school stuff happening. And so that's where I've been. I haven't actually disappeared. I'm still here for you guys. I'm recalibrating so that my results can actually go up this year. I'm going to put this so my homeschool results can go up this year so that my children can have good attitudes and be smart and know their self-worth, and their performance can be high so that their results can be high, right? Right? It can be a vicious cycle though if we take this and do it this way. Do you know how many people last year this would have affected had it not been separate? So let's go over this. Circumstances happened and my results were super low, like super low. And so my children and my husband and myself and everybody in my circle, their attitudes could have been like, that was the worst year ever. We are failures at homeschool. We didn't do what we needed to do. I can't catch up. I'm a loser, I'm not smart, your performance is awful, blah, 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 which, I mean, our performance was down, right? This could be a huge thing if I took what I find value in myself. If I don't find value in myself because my results were low, then my performance was low, and it could turn into this vicious cycle that affects me, my children that I homeschool, and everybody that I mentor, actually, because I'm actually now, it's so fun because I have this beautiful friend that I have been mentoring her on how to homeschool. And it's been a joy, and it's so much fun to do that. But had I let I want this to sink in, had I let my results dictate my self-worth because of my performance, it's a vicious cycle. But because, let me see if I can, it worked, okay. But because I choose to let the past live in the past and separate, this always looks like I'm cutting my head off, so I'm not gonna do that, but it's in my head. It's all in your head. That's another reason why I'm choosing to put that bar in your head, because so many things happen. Your mindset is so powerful. Your subconscious, there is so much to your subconscious. I have been doing a lot of studying about your subconscious and how your neural pathways work and what your reticular activating system is and what habits are and how habits are formed and neural pathways in your brain. I did a whole webinar on it, and that with, you know, vision boards and declarations and where you want your life to go. Anyways, I'm not going to go there, but I'm putting this bar high within my mind because I want my mindset to dictate my attitude, my mood, my self-worth, my self-image, my self-esteem. So I choose, even if my performance is low, it is separate. It's so beautiful that your performance and your results do not dictate who you are. You know, when I decided to start running. I hated it. I hated it so much. And I'm not going to go through the story a whole lot, but man, I hated it. But I got to the point where I did it so much that I ended up loving it. And then I got hurt. And I got hurt to the point where I couldn't lift weights anymore. I couldn't run anymore. And I started tweaking my diet. And one thing, it was like a great big snowball effect that happened. And my performance, because I got hurt, was really low. And because of that, so I had released 74 pounds, about 74 pounds. And so at the time that I was running and doing weights and eating clean and that type of a thing, my performance was like, I'm killing it, y'all, this is amazing. And then I got hurt, so my performance went down, which I tweaked my diet and was doing what I felt was best, and but my results went way down. I gained everything back. But attached to that image I had in my mind was an image of my big goal was to get on stage and to start speaking and to start teaching people and serving people. But I thought I had to look a certain way. I thought I had to be a certain way. And because of that, I actually went through a depression and life was really crappy. I let this happen. This is what happened. This is what happened. So I had worked really hard. I got hurt. I gained all of my weight back. And my dream of becoming a public speaker, a servant to you guys, went down the drain. Went down the drain. And I thought, I'm never going to get there. I thought nobody would listen to me. That's what I thought. Nobody would listen to me. Who am I to teach anybody anything? Because who's going to listen to somebody who's overweight? And now that I'm older, who's going to listen to somebody who's overweight and is older? Like, nobody will find value in me, right? But a miracle happened and I found Kirk Duncan. I was introduced to Kirk Duncan and he changed my mindset. He changed my life. So now my attitude is, it's okay. I'm a work in progress and you're a work in progress. But as we set goals and as we go for our dreams, we don't have to have beautiful, perfect, amazing results in order to continue forward. We can separate ourselves from our results. Do our results affect our mood and stuff? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. But when you work on mindset, this is beautiful. When you work on mindset, guess what happens? Cause and effect happens. So you work on mindset and all of a sudden your performance goes up. And as your performance goes up, your results may take what seems to you to take forever. Super slow. Super slow. But guess what? You make a 1 degree difference. You change something 1 degree and you have no choice but to go up. You have no choice to go up. There's no such thing, actually, sorry, my nose tickles. There's no such thing as staying the same. We have a tendency to think that if we just maintain where we're at, we'll stay straight. But actually, we're not made for that. So what happens is when we think we're going to maintain and take a straight line, we actually are decelerating, we're digressing, we're going down. But when you set an intention or you set a goal, even if it's 1 degree, like today I'm going to choose to listen to an uplifting song instead of 10 news programs. What happens is you could go from depression here and you just look at where, look, like this is straight, right? Like this is straight. So if I back it up here and you just do something that's 1 degree, like barely any movement, you think that you're still in a straight line, but you're actually increasing your momentum. Even just the smallest thing, the smallest thing will change your life. But you have to have a high opinion of yourself. How do you do that if you are in your head and you're always telling yourself, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm stupid. Oh, look at your hips, look at your thighs. Dimples are cute on the face, but not so cute on the backside. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. You know, what happens? We nitpick ourselves to the point where we are decelerating. And then on top of how we nitpick ourselves, like, how did you do that? Why are you so dumb? We say these things to ourselves all the time, even if you don't pay attention, especially if you don't pay attention to what you're saying to yourself. I challenge you to start just noticing. When you look in the mirror, what's the first thing that you say to yourself? What's the first thing that you say to yourself? Mine used to be like, ugh, you're so ugly, or ugh, you're so fat, or you poor thing. That was a good one. That was one that I used to say all the time. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I used to nitpick myself so much. You know, when I smile, one eye is smaller than the other one. Look. And I used to hate it. I used to think, I hate this. I hate it. It drives me crazy. But the normal person probably doesn't even notice. But I am my own worst enemy. I nitpick myself. And so because I was nitpicking myself, my opinion of myself was so low, so low. You start working on noticing where your mindset is and the things that you say to yourself, and you watch. Track one thing. And then if it's like, I don't know, oh, you're so stupid, or track just one thing, and then notice yourself saying it. And every single time you say it, say delete, delete, delete. So say delete 3 times, and then say something good about yourself. Like find something good about yourself. Do you like your eyelashes? Do you like your eyebrows? Do you like your fingers? Do you like your nail beds? Do you like something? Pick something. Do you like your hair color? Like, I don't care what it is. It can be so small as your eyelashes, your eye color. And start saying, my eye color is beautiful, or I am. I learned something really beautiful. The other day I was listening to one of my podcasts, my religious podcasts, and they were talking about I am. And who says I am? Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ, God says, I am that I am. So that was a beautiful concept, that I am, because my body is a temple and I am full of the Holy Spirit of the Lord. So I am beautiful. I want you to think about it. It is really beautiful. It's a beautiful concept. It's a beautiful concept. I am beautiful.
I am.
My son is here, so he's having fun over there. Anyways, I am beautiful, or I am lovely, or I am of worth. You are of worth. You are valuable. I hope that you can feel my sincerity when I say that. And I invite you to actually, as I say something again, to bring it into your heart. Bring it into your heart. So I'm going to say, you are beautiful. You are valuable. And I love you. So bring it into your heart and say thank you. Beautiful. Okay. So mindset matters, and mindset will dictate the opinion you have of yourself, which dictates your mood, which ultimately, if your mood is high and you're going for something, your performance, if it's down here, even if your performance comes up one notch, you have no choice but to have your results go up a notch as well. And then as you continue trying, because we try and we fail and we try and we fail and we try and we fail, just like a little baby starts to walk, your performance eventually, given over time, will go up, just like my running performance. You guys, when I started running, I could only run for 15 seconds at a time at a slower pace than the old ladies in front of me were walking. It was ridiculous. But my mindset, I would tell myself, this is just the way my life is now. This is just the way my life is now. I choose to live my life like this now. Even though I hated it, I choose to live my life like this. And guess what happened? My results actually started going up. I started running faster. Well, not necessarily faster at first. My length of time started to increase. And because my length of time started to increase, my performance started to get better because I was practicing, practice. And my results were starting to go up. And as my results went up, my performance went up. And as my performance went up, my results went up until I was able to release my extra weight. Did I hit my goal? No, I didn't hit my goal, but I was loving life and life was good and everything was good. And then life happens, right? Life happens. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. And because life happens, this went down. I'm not going to go over and over and over it again, but this is what happened. Hold on. This is what happened. And I let this dictate the opinion I had of myself, which my performance was down because I was hurt. I couldn't run anymore. And because my results were down, because my performance was down, my self-esteem was down, and this was the cycle that I lived in. No more. And guess what? Guess what? As you are listening to me and I am your mentor, even for just this training, of course, I would love to have a relationship with you and for us to continue working together. You can, if you would like, to email me and let me know at claimbrilliance@gmail.com. Just send me a little, hey, I'm interested in working with you, and we will talk. It'll be beautiful. But for right now, even if it's just this, My goal for you is for you to separate how your opinion of yourself, separate it from your performance, and your performance from your results. They are three different things. So as your performance, you set goals and you learn and you grow, your results have no choice but to follow. As you do better, your life increases and does better as well. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. So that's my training that I have for you guys today. I'm going to stop sharing. Okay. That's the training that I have for you guys today. And I hope that you find value in what I had to share. Sorry it took me a little bit to get back on here and get another training for you guys. I do think about you all of the time, and I'm actually a little bit in my head when it comes to, well, I could teach them this, and I could teach them this, and I could teach them this, and I could teach them that, and I could teach them that. So I do plan on doing another webinar. I am brainstorming about doing it on relationships, specifically intimate relationships, or maybe not into, well, that's part of it, right? But relationships with your significant other. There we go. Marital relationships and healing and communication, and it should be so much fun. So that's kind of what I have going on in my little mind right now, is how I'm going to put that together, and it's coming soon. So be looking for it and get excited. But in the meantime, if you found value in this, please like it and share it. Share what I have shared with you, because the only way that I can hit my goal of influencing everybody. I would love to influence everybody. Now, I know that there are some that are like, oh, you don't really resonate with me, and I'm fine with that. But if I do resonate with you, and if I have taught you anything of value, I invite you to share this training and to look me up on YouTube. Just Emily Bryer, EMILY, B as in boy, RYAR. And I will pop right up. Can't miss the face, right? And yeah, I have some trainings on there. And if this is on YouTube, because I'm going to try to put it there, if it is on YouTube, like and subscribe, and again, share, because I would love to have your help getting my message out to the world. And again, if you would like to mentor with me, I would love that. That would be so great. It would be so fun. You can contact me at claimbrilliance@gmail.com. I'm so excited to see you all there, and have a blessed day. Have a blessed week. It's Tuesday, and I love the beginning of the weeks. It's like a New Year's Eve for me, like a New Year's Day, where all of your goals can start brand new on Monday, and I love it, and they're beautiful. So, all right, you guys, I love you, and I will talk to you later. Okay, have a beautiful day, you guys. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you later. Bye.